All right, so let's go ahead and run this application and test it out. So let's swing over into IntelliJ and make sure we have our Spring Boot backend up and running. If not, let's go ahead and start it now. And it'll swing back into Visual Studio Code and we'll get our Angular application up and running. Go ahead and swing over to our browser and access our application. And so one thing that we'll notice here is that we have this new member button on our login status component. And so let's go ahead and select this member button. It's going to access this protected route, so the user's not logged in, so they're going to send them to the login page first. So I'll go ahead and log in here. And then success. All right, so now we're logged in. We can now access the protected route, so we can see the members only information. Good, I like it. Now this protected route is what we set up in our configuration. So /members, we set up the appropriate configs in that app module TS. So we have the path, the component, and then can activate. We're making use of this Okta auth guard. So that's the configuration kind of pulling everything together. Now let's go ahead and play around with this protected route a bit. So let me go ahead and log out over here. And let me try to access the protected route directly while logged out. Okay, so I'm going to try and backdoor the system because I know what that URL is. It's localhost 4200/members. So let me just try and just manually enter this URL and see if I can access it. And then notice here, you're not logged in, so they're going to send you to the login page. So the protected route with the route guard is working as desired. So even if they tried to backdoor the system by accessing the URL directly, Angular will still kick in and protect this route accordingly. Now this members button here, we really should only show this button if the user's logged in. It's okay to have it here when they're not logged in, but let's just kind of clean this up a bit and only show this button if they're logged in. So let's just kind of move back into that login status component.html. And we'll put the code back that we had before. So I told you that we're going to remove it, but now let's just go ahead and add it back in here. So we'll only show the button for members if the user's logged in. So I'll just kind of copy this ngIf is authenticated from before and just drop it down here. And so, of course, right, only show that member button if they're logged in. Alrighty, so simply save that, swing back into our browser, go to our app. And then, of course, this works as desired, right? We only have the login button. We don't see anything else until they actually log into the application. And then great, so I'm logged in, and so now I can see the members button because I'm logged in based on that coding that we set up from before. And again, this is all pretty good. You've seen a lot of the coding and the logic for this before as far as showing and hiding buttons accordingly. So let's go ahead and click on the member button. And great, there's our members page component. So this is really, really good. So we were able to kind of set up this VIP member only page where they had to be logged in order to access it. And we made use of route guards and also integrated the Okta auth guard. So I'd like to say, good job, iFriend.